Guys, what's up? RighteousGains here. Today we're going to be looking at a smart ring from Amazon. Alright, now I've already opened the box, and that's because I started this video and then I realized that the ring wasn't charged, so I had to plug it in and charge it. Now that I think it's fully charged because it's giving me a green light, then we should be good to go. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. This smart ring, it's really interesting. I wasn't looking to get a smart ring when I found this thing. I was looking to get a new fitness tracking watch, right? I don't have a smart watch. I just have a fitness watch, whatever you want to call it, a fit wearable. And mine was getting a bit old, so I was looking for a new one, right? And I don't like getting a high-end smartwatch because there's a bunch of features I just think are a waste of money. And, I'm going to be paying for a lot of things I'm not going to be using, right? So I was just looking for one that can do a good job at tracking my steps and kind of help me monitor my sleep, right? So while I was looking for that, this thing popped up, right? And I knew about smart rings. I know that there's the Aura ring. I know that there's the Ultra Schumann ring and a couple others out there. But all those were $200 pretty much minimum and up, right? And again, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on something that I just need to track my steps and monitor my sleep. So I was always going to go with, one of the cheaper fitness trackers they can get for $50, sometimes less. And they all do a decent job of that, honestly. It doesn't even if you get the higher end Apples, they're not going to do better, or at least at those simple things. They might do probably a little bit better, but I don't think $300 more, justifies it, in my opinion. So anyway, that's a bit of a rant about I think sometimes things cost more just because of the brand name and they have a lot of features which you don't really need. So I saw this and I never considered a ring before, but when I saw it, I thought it would be perfect because the thing about the watch that I wear, I hate wearing it. The thing is, I do it because I want to keep track of some things, with my health, steps, and sleeping, like I told you, but I find it uncomfortable. Some people don't mind watches. I do. Sometimes I don't know if anyone's ever worn a watch. Sometimes have you ever gotten that rash on your wrist because you wore it a lot or you washed your hands with it and they got wet and started rubbing weird? I was getting that sometimes. I work from a desk, and so when I'm typing, and I have my wrist resting on my desk, it feels uncomfortable. I don't like how it feels, so I always take it off. And then whenever I got to get up, I feel like I got to put it back on so I can track my steps and whatnot. And so it just got really annoying. And I also hate wearing it while I sleep, but I try to because I want to make sure I'm getting enough sleep and if I'm getting deep sleep and all that stuff, because I've always had problems with sleep. So the main point is that I used it, but I didn't love it, right? And when I saw this thing, and I saw that it was only $70 on Amazon, with a coupon it was $56, I was that sounds perfect, because rings, that's one thing I don't personally mind at all. I find them way more comfortable. I can sleep with them, no problem. And so I was okay, yeah, let's look at using a ring. And, we'll see. Again, this is one of the cheapest ones. Probably that's how I'm going to put the cheapest ring on Amazon. Is it any good, right? And the thing is, I just need the basics, and so I think that probably this will do the trick. Because I know that the other rings that cost $200 or more, $300, $400. They have a lot of the different features, which I don't really care about. I just wanted to track my steps and to monitor my sleep, pretty much. And I think it also might be able to do it. I'm a positive guy when it comes to cheap things. A lot of people are oh, it's really cheap. But I feel like they just say that because of the cost. I'm a guy who sees it and I'm that's probably going to work. You want to know why? Because honestly, all those rings are made in China as well. They maybe they're assembled here, but they're made from China, and they have to mark up the price quite a bit because everyone has their hands in the customer's pocket, right? Shipping, advertising, all that stuff. It jacks up the price a lot. And so, in the end, I don't know how much an Aura ring would cost if you bought it directly from China, but you can't do that. But if you could, I bet it would be closer to this cost, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. But I'm excited to see if this will work. So again, in the box, this is what the box looks like. That comes with a charging case, and so you can plug it in with a USB-C cord, and it comes with a USB-C cord as well to charge the case, like a lot of things do, but also comes with this extra cord which plugs in directly to the ring. So if you don't have your case, you can charge it with this. So you have like 2 charging options, which I think is kind of nice. By the way, disclaimer, I've never had, again, any of those other rings. I've never bought them, so I can't say like how this compares to them, but I'm just going to see if this works for what I want. So anyway, it comes with those 2 cords, and then it comes with a charging case, and so you can, charge it. You can charge up the case and then bring this around and just keep charging your ring. That being said, I believe the ring can also last a couple of days on one charge. So yeah, anyway, let's open this puppy up. That's what it looks like. Ooh. There's the ring. You can see all the electronics on the inside. I will say, this feels like it is completely made of plastic. Now, I don't know what the other rings are made of, but, this will probably scuff. So, I guess that is a downside. I don't even know if, like, the other rings are, like, actually made of, like, something harder. Like metal. That's probably it. But we'll see. That's what the ring looks like. I got a size 9, and it looks like the sizing is pretty much on par. It feels exactly like my wedding ring. So, it fits great. I'm going to put it on my right hand, on my left hand, though. It is a little thicker, but, like, I don't mind it, honestly, at all. I've seen a lot of dudes wear, like, pretty thick rings. So, if you're a guy, you probably won't mind it. If you're a girl, they're not going to be able to make smart rings probably that small. So, it might look a little bit bulkier on your hand. But, just something to consider. Now, let's try and connect to it with my phone. Let's see if we can connect. Bluetooth. I do not see it on here. I wonder if I have to do it specifically through the app. Let's see here. Oh, there's also something important. It says that there's the sensor. Where's that sensor? Okay, you got to make sure you position it correctly because the instructions are saying that the sensor. Where's that? Oh, there it is. So right next to the charging port, a little bit to the left of the charging port, it's really hard to see. A little bit to the left of it, so like a little bit like right there, is a little sensor, and you got to make sure you put that on the bottom of your finger. So that's good to know. That's one thing that's also, I will say that's a downside, is that I feel like a lot of the other rings had like, I remember seeing like Aura rings and they had like, indicators, right? Like the ring was in a perfect circle, had like a flat side, so you know that's the top, right? So that made it a little bit easier. But oh well. Again, I'm going for cheap and works, not. Okay. Turn on your mobile, scan the above QR code to download the Smart Health. I already have the app. Open the Smart Health app and you can see small ring on the upper side. So you got to download the app. You don't directly connect to it. So I have the app. Go into the app. Click the ring icon. R21, is that it? It's literally the only one. Connection failed. Okay. Connection succeeded. Am I connected now? Remind connecting, connection succeeded. Alright, so I guess I'm connected. App needs to get your geographical information during use, updating weather and GPS. Sure, for now. China can know where I am. Probably already do. I also have a Samsung phone, so Apple's built in China too, so probably we're all screwed. But okay, and this is the app, by the way. I think that's something. This is the most important thing to consider, really, when you're looking at a ring. Is what does the app look like? You know what I mean? Does it have decent, ways to measure? Okay. All right. So. How do I check my heart rate? Heart rate measurement, start. Oh, okay. You still have flashing green there? No, I guess not. I can see it. It's covered up by my finger. See if we can get my heart rate. See if it's even capable. 61 BPM. 62, 63, 81. Okay. And maybe it's, well, we'll see how this does, right? I don't even really care about checking my heart rate too much. I mostly just want to know. We'll see. This is just a little test. I think I'm going to have to make a second video, like kind of seeing like, hey, do I think if the steps and the sleeping are accurate? And I think that will be the big test for me. Okay. Well, I think the heart rate's decent because I know that I'm not like super crazy athlete, like 60 low. 90 is a little high from what I'm used to, but I haven't been doing a lot of walking, so maybe that's like normal. So I think the heart rate is probably decent. That's probably all the testing I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to do another video where I show you guys, like after I use it for a while, what I think, but that's what it looks like so far. I'll let you guys know in the next video.